Hey everyone, this is Elena with the Food Practice Weekly. It's Monday, which is not the usual day for a Food Practice Weekly, but I tried to do um, a scope yesterday, which went fairly well, but I was not able to save it to my phone. I wasn't able to download it from catch.me, so I'm doing it again so that I can hang out with you guys one more time and also have a video to save and upload to foodpractice.com. Good morning, Leo. Welcome. Welcome back. So I don't know if you guys can see. You probably can't see it on the camera. It's crazy cold here today, so I'm going to try to last as long as possible. And there's 4 of you here in the group right now, but if you take a couple minutes to invite your friends, that would be great, and then I will do some housekeeping. Foodpractice.com is my website where I write about food, our sense of self-worth, and how it reflects in our relationship with food. I also talk about food and creating culture around the dinner table and conscious eating. There are a lot of good recipes there as well, so I definitely encourage you guys to go to foodpractice.com and check it out. Food Practice Weekly here on Periscope is where I get together with you every Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, depending on what time zone I'm in, because it changes all the time. And we talk about the different aspects of a conscious food practice. How these go is I'll talk a little bit for a short time about a specific aspect of food practice, and then we can open it up to to questions and answers if that is what you guys are into. I highly encourage you guys to go to the website, sign up for the newsletter at foodpractice.com, and also participate in the discussion group, which I will send an email out about that today. So my life is going amazing. Thank you so much. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to do a quick talk about food being love, and then I'll open it up to you guys' questions, because I can't talk and answer your questions at the same time, even though I really try hard. So there's been a lot of talk for a very long time, especially since the 1980s when we got into the self-help culture, about food being a replacement for love, and how we usually overeat in order to stuff down feelings of loneliness and lack of self-worth, and we replace feeling nurtured by ourselves and by the world around us by stuffing ourselves with food. And so a lot of times we will use food as a substitute for love. And what I'm trying to convey here today is that food being love doesn't necessarily have to be a substitute. It can actually be a reflection of how we love ourselves. And this is really important, because if you look at the way we eat, oftentimes what you'll see is that we're really being very self-destructive. We stuff, we binge, we eat a lot of junk food that isn't healthy for us. Oftentimes it's very unhealthy, and it can create a lot of illnesses in our body. So this week's challenge on Food Practice is to really look at how the way you eat reflects how you love yourself. This is really important, you guys. It's kind of deep, it's kind of heavy, but this is what we do on Food Practice. Look at how what you're choosing to eat reflects back to you how you are actually loving yourself. Is it healthful? Is it nourishing? Is it clean and organic or healthy? Is it pleasurable? Is it good food that's going to feed your life force? This is the measure of how much you're loving yourself. And this isn't about finding reasons to bash yourself for not loving yourself enough. That is not the case by any means. But in order for us to really take care of ourselves, we have to really pay attention to how we're treating ourselves. And food is a very potent way of doing that. So that's what we're doing. Thanks. We're talking about using food as a mechanism for measuring how much you're really loving yourself. So that's it. That's what I want you guys to do. It's very simple. Pay attention. Go to foodpractice.com. There is a contact link. I want you guys to email me. I want you guys to tell me how, what you're thinking about in terms of how you're loving yourself through your food choices, how you're not loving yourself through your food choices. I want to start this dialogue. There's also a food practice discussion group that's private on Facebook that I'm going to be posting a little information on the blog. So definitely check that out. So I'm going to open it up now for questions. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to type them down there and I'll read them. You did throw me off for a second, but not anymore. Now I'm listening to you guys. If you guys have any questions about what food practice is, about treating food like love, and about what I just talked about, I'm totally open to it. So please post your questions. I'll do this for about, 5 to 10 minutes if you guys are interested. The other thing is that I will keep these videos, and I'm putting them over on the YouTube channel, and there's a link to the YouTube channel over on foodpractice.com. Hey Anar, welcome. For those of you just joining, you're going to have to catch the replay in order to check out what we're talking about. Right now, I'm opening to questions. I am in Dominican dinner last night. Yeah. I mean, I miss not being in the Dominican Republic. I don't enjoy sparkling water. I like still water. I've never been a big sparkling water fan. You guys notice that I'm also moving the camera a lot. I am ordering my tripod today for the phone. Hey, SIO. C-O-K? Welcome. I can't pronounce your handle. Welcome. Anybody else have any questions on food practice? I'm obsessed with sparkling water. Yeah, I mean, if you like it, go for it. I don't know, there's just some, the taste is a little too minerally for me, so it's not my scene. Now, if you use sparkling water as a mix in a cocktail or something else, then that's a different story. I like it as a base ingredient. Anybody else? Has anyone been to foodpractice.com before? I think Leo has. Has anybody else? Hey, FX, welcome. Oh, you're just not having good sparkling water. Maybe I'm not. That's probably true. Hi, welcome.